Okay, today I'm going to read you the biography of Christopher Columbus. A biography is a nonfiction text that is written about a person's life. So in this book, we are going to learn all about Christopher Columbus. And we're going to learn some pretty important facts about him. As I read through this, I'll point out some text features that are specific to nonfiction. So Christopher Columbus. This is by Lola M. Schaefer. Here we go. Okay, we have a table of contents again, just like we saw yesterday in our nonfiction book about earthquakes and science. We have a table of contents. If I was to turn to page 5, I would read about Christopher Columbus's love of the sea. If I was turned to page 11, I would learn about him sailing west. If I turned to page 19, I would read about him going to the Americas. And then on these pages, 22, 23, and 24, I have words to know, read more, internet sites, an index, and word list. I can turn to any of these pages to find these things. Here we go. Christopher Columbus was born in Italy in 1451. His father was a weaver. Christopher made cloth in his father's shop, but he dreamed about sailing on the seas. In this book, it has a very cool text feature. There is a timeline at the bottom, and on every page, the timeline is there. So this first page says 1451, and that means Columbus was born 1451. Christopher's father knew his son loved the sea. He asked Christopher to sell their cloth in faraway places. Christopher learned how to sail large ships. On our timeline, it says around 1480, make voyages to sell cloth. So how old was he? He was 51 to 80, about 29 years old whenever he started sailing. Christopher became a good sailor. He read charts and maps. He kept the ships on course by following the stars. Sailors had always traveled east from Europe. They sailed to the rich cities of Asia, but Christopher wanted to try sailing west. He talked about finding a new course to Asia. So here's Europe. I can look at the map, which is a text feature, and Europeans used to travel east to Asia. Christopher Columbus thought he could travel west to get to Asia, because they didn't know that North America and South America existed. They thought this was the whole entire world. Little did they know, they're fixing to find someplace new. Here we go. Christopher also worked as a map maker for his brother. He met great sailors and thinkers. They knew the sea and faraway lands. They thought Christopher's idea would work. So right here, 1484, first explains his idea to sail west to reach Asia. Christopher asked kings and queens of many countries for money. Some said the trip would cost too much. Others said sailing west to Asia would not work. And then right here I have a caption. It says, Christopher talking to the Queen of Spain. 1486, asked Queen of Spain for help. Finally, the Queen of Spain agreed to help Christopher. She gave him a crew, food, money, and 3 ships. The ships were the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Look, we've added to our timeline. It says early 1492, Queen of Spain agrees to help. In 1492, Christopher and his crew sailed west from Spain. They landed on an island in the Americas after 71 days. Christopher thought they had landed in Asia. He thought they were over here on this big green one. He made 4 trips to these islands. And again, we've added to our timeline. Early 1492, Queen of Spain agrees to help. October 1492, lands in the Americas. Christopher never knew he had sailed to the Americas. He thought he had found a new course to Asia. He died in Spain in 1506. Christopher Columbus inspired many other sailors to explore the world. And again, we added to our timeline. In 1506, Christopher Columbus died. So we have an entire timeline of Christopher Columbus from the time he was born to the time he died, and all of the major things that this book talked about that he did. Christopher Columbus. We celebrate Christopher Columbus today. We celebrate in October. Right here, it says that in October he landed in the Americas. So one of the questions you're going to answer today is going to be asking you why we celebrate Columbus. He's kind of a big deal. So, Christopher Columbus, the man, he did amazing things, thinking outside the box, trying to find a new way to get to Asia.